Video we will continue from there where we have left in the previous video. Now question number 22. A wire of a certain material is stretched slowly by 10%. Its new resistance and specific resistance become respectively. We know that when a wire is stretched, its resistance change, not resistivity. So resistance of wire R is equal to rho L by A, and know that R, now we will take two. First is final and second initial. So R1 for initial and R2 for final. So R1 is directly proportional to L by A, and it is directly proportional to L square by V, as we know that V is equal to A, volume is equal to area into length, and R2 is directly proportional to L plus 10% L square by V. So from equation 1 and 2 we have R1 by R2 is equal to L square by L plus 10 by 100 L square. Now R1 by R2 is equal to L square by 11 by 10 L square is equal to 100 by 121. So R1 by R2 is equal to 100 by 121. So R2 will be equal to 1.21 R1. So our correct option is 1.21 times, and same as resistance will be 1.21 times as we have seen in the answer, and resistivity will be same, specific resistance or resistivity. Now question number 23. An electric kettle takes 4 ampere current at 220 volt. How much time will it take to boil 1 kg of water from temperature 20 degrees Celsius? The temperature of boiling water is 100 degrees Celsius. So from Joule effect we have H is equal to VIT and Q is equal to MS delta T. So the value of T will be MS delta T by VIT. So change in temperature here is 100 minus 20, as initial was 100 and final was 100 and initial was 20. So it comes out to be 80 degrees Celsius. Now total what I am telling, it is not total, it's time. So time is equal to 1 into 4200 into 80 by 220 into 4. As we know, mass is 1, here S, which is specific heat capacity 4200, delta T is here 80, V is equal to 220 volt, and current is 4. So our correct option is 6.3 minute. So here it is 6.3 minute. So here, in a phenomenon of electric discharge through gas at low pressure, the colored glow in the tube appears as a result of. Here our correct option is C, collisions between charged particles emitted from the cathode and the atoms of the gas. Now question number 25. A particle of mass 1 mg has the same wavelength as an electron moving with a velocity of 3 into 10 to power 6 meter per second. The velocity of the particle, so we know that here it is given in the question that wavelength of that particle and the electron is same. So let's see the solution. So here we know that lambda is equal to h by p, where h is Planck's constant and p is momentum. So add h, lambda E is equal to h by pe. This is for electron. So according to question, I previously found this lambda particle is equal to lambda electron. So lambda is equal to lambda electron, and momentum is equal to momentum of electron. So mv is equal to mev. This for the particle and this is for the electron. So v is equal to meve by m. So we will put the mass of electron 9.1 into 10 to the power minus 31, velocity 3 into 10 to the power 6, and here mass of that particle 1 into 10 to the power 6. So our correct answer is 2.7 into 10 to the power minus 18 meter per second. So here is our correct option, 2.7 into 10 to the power minus 21 meter per second. Here a particle shows distance time curve as given in the figure. The maximum instantaneous velocity of the particle is around the point. So here we can see the curve where at the A it is lowest, B it is a little bit above than A. C here is more than B and A, and in the D it becomes constant. So our correct option is A. As the formula is V is equal to dx by dt, so maximum velocity depends upon the distance covered by the particle. So it is this. Now question number 27. A cell can be balanced against 110 centimeter and 100 centimeter of potentiometer wire respectively, with and without being short circuit through a resistance of 10 ohm. Its internal resistance is, so we have seen a potentiometer which is used in the physics lab. So now we know the formula, E by V is equal to L1 by L2, and E has another formula which is I, R plus R for outer resistance, or small r for internal resistance, and V is equal to IR, Ohm's law. So here we will just R plus R by, we will just terminate I, it comes out to be R plus small r by big R is equal to L by L2. So here L1 value is 110 and L2 value is 100. So here R by R is 1 and R by R. So R by R is equal to 100 by 10, which is R is equal to 1 by 10 into 10. Here the value of big R is given 10 ohm. So our correct option is, our answer is 1 ohm. So here our correct option is 1 ohm. If M, Az, Mp and Mn denotes the mass of the nucleus, X, A, Z, proton and neutron respectively, in units of U, 1U is equal to 931.5 MeV by C square, and Be represent its binding energy in MeV, then here is nothing, we have to just give the formula. So our correct option is Maz is equal to Zmp plus E minus Zmn plus Be, binding energy. So here three forces acting on a body are shown in the figure. To have the resultant force only along the y direction, the magnitude of the minimum additional force needed is, here is the figure. Now let's see the answer. So here this is question given in the, this is the figure given in the question. So we will just bring this one to here, so it now becomes this. So here 2n, 2 sine theta, 2 sine 30 degree, and now here it will here it was given in the question 60 degree and 30 degree, so it is also 30 degree. Now let's see, for 2n, for this 2n we have x1 is equal to 2 sine 30 degree is equal to 1n, yes, sine 30, by putting the values we get. For 1n, it means for this line we have this, so which is 1 cos 60 degree, as the angle in the question is given here, so we take cos here, that is half n. So resultant of both is y, so resultant of both axis is y, as we know that, as we see that this is the line and this is the resultant which is passing to the midpoint of this. So it comes out to be 1 minus 1 by 2n. We will just subtract it. It comes out to be 0.5n. So here our correct option is 0.5n. Now question number 30. Two periodic waves of intensities I1 and I2 passes through a region at the same time in the same direction. The sum of the maximum and minimum intensities is, here we know that resultant intensity of two waves is I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus 2 root I1 I2 cos phi, where cos phi is the phase difference between two waves. For maximum Imax we have I1 plus I2 plus 2 root I1 I2, as we know that cos phi for maximum is 90 degree and that is 1. So here it comes out to be I1 plus root I2 square. For minimum, I mean is equal to cos phi will be minus 1, so it is I1 plus I2 minus 2 root I1 I2, that is root I1 minus root I2 square. So the sum will be Imax plus I mean, that is for the positive, for I max here value of I mean. So our correct answer is 2I1 plus I2. So here it is 2I1 plus I2. Now question number 31. A shell of mass 200 is ejected from a gun of mass 4 kg by an explosion that generates 1.05 kilojoule of energy. The initial velocity of the shell is, so here we will use conservation of momentum. So here conservation of momentum is m1 v1 plus m2 v2 is equal to 0. 4 v1 plus 0.2 v2 is equal to 0. This is equation 1. Now conservation of energy is equal to half m1 v1 square plus half m2 v2 square is equal to 1050. It is given in the question. So half into 4 v1 square plus half into 0.2 v2 square is equal to 1050. So 2 v1 square plus 0.1 v2 square is equal to 1050. So that is equation 2. So from equation 1 and equation 2 we get v1 is equal to 100 meter per second. So correct option is 0 meter per second.